Hello everyone, welcome back for session number 4 of my catalog launch party. Things are happening, we're having fun, just refreshing my computer to make sure my video's up. There we go, session number 4. And wait for it to expand.
Number 4,
my
catalog launch party.
Okay, there we are. Now it's getting stuffy in here, so while we just wait for people to jump back on, I'm going to open my window so I get some fresh air. Oh, that's better. There. It was getting stuffy. And while I was on a break, James was in and we had a nice little chat. Child is 12 going on 40. Hi Yvonne, welcome back. Glad you could return. We have chocolate on the table again. This time we have Hershey Nuggets. So there you go. You have milk chocolate, dark chocolate. This one, that's dark. What's this one? That's dark. Uh-oh. That's dark. Okay, just dark and milk this time. I was thinking, oh, this one's got almonds in it. So there you go. Have some chocolate. The virtual kind doesn't give me a migraine, and fat-free, sugar-free, and calorie-free. Rice crackers here with a grapefruit bubble. What's, oh, buble. I was like, what's the grapefruit bubble? Got it. Thanks, Janet. I'm hoping you're enjoying the videos because these ladies that I work with are truly incredible. Oh, Norma. We can't stamp in person without chocolate on the table, and we used to have chocolate and peanut butter pretzels, but of course I can't do those anymore because they're not individually wrapped. But I can still, I've had to switch from chocolate covered almonds and Easter eggies to pre-wrapped chocolates. So that's where all the chocolate comes from. I have quite the supply. You're right. But you know, life is good when you have chocolate. Not that I can have the chocolate. I can have the white chocolate, and I like white chocolate, but oh man, it's got a lot of sugar in it, so I don't have it. Unfortunately, anything chocolate gives me a migraine, whether it's hot chocolate drink or a chocolate cake or chocolate chips in a cookie or grabbing a chocolate. Yeah, it's not a good thing. And now I've discovered that if I have a little bit of chocolate, it takes me 2 days to get rid of the, migraine, so it's really not worth it anymore. Because that just sucks the life out of whatever day I have a migraine. Okay, so welcome back. Session 4. Catalog launch party. I got a few more treasure hunts in, so the names are on there. And if anybody's here and watching that hasn't already commented, so that I know you're here, make sure you comment so I can put you in the draw for coming. And for my American and out-of-country friends, I'm sorry I cannot send you the product credit, but if your name is chosen, I will send you some of my cards. Janet, the nugget chocolate ones are good. I don't like the dark chocolate. I don't like dark chocolate, but the milk chocolate with the little pieces in them, the crunchy pieces, that's my fave. But they don't make white chocolate nuggets that I've found, which is probably a good thing because I don't need them. Okay, we're continuing on in the catalog. Now, did I show you the colors of the Love You Always foil sheets? I don't think I did I? Hang on. So this is the foil that I used for the make and take kits. Oh, hi, Carol. Aha, see, there's one of my friends from the States. I'm going to put your name on the draw. Carol Smith. Glad you could join us. Okay, so the make and take kits that I did. This is what I used for the foil. And I used quite a bit of a package. So there's the 3 colors. Now you get 6 sheets. You get 2 of each color. Blushing Bride, which is this color. And I'm going to try and do this so you don't get too much of a glare on it. That's Blushing Bride. And then Rococo Rose. And Sahara Sand. Now you might think though this is like champagne, but it's not. It's nothing like champagne. Okay, so those are the 3 colors in the foils. Aren't they pretty? Oh my. And you wait till you see that card that I sent you the pieces for. Okay. Now, we're going to do Flirty or Friendly Flamingo. I keep calling it Flirty Flamingo. That's the color of the ink that we have. Look, Sand and Sea. Ooh, ah. This one's at 7 o'clock. So come back for that one. Okay. Oh, Carol. This catalog, I tell you, it's got me wrapped around its little finger, I'll tell you that much. Friendly Flamingo. We used to have flamingos, and I thought, nah, I don't want to do flamingos. I love flamingos. I'm having so much fun. Well, I've only managed to do 2 cards, but the 2 cards I did, I had a lot of fun. So the video that's going to queue up at 4:45 tonight is my video on making this card. So this is using the Friendly Flamingo Bundle. I give you a couple of tips on when you have to do multiples and how to do it easily. Look, there's mung on his tail. Using your Stamparatus and a die cut, because I made these for 2 swaps that I'm in, and then I did the video. So I'm sorry, I keep forgetting that it's not, you can't see up there. I have to bring it down here. So this is the card, and there's the inside. So that's one of the flamingo cards that I made. This is a GMO. Those of you that have been hanging around with me for a while know that GMO stands for Glenda Mollet Original. And then I saw a card by Wendy Cranford the other day, and she used the flamingo, and she did a funky background thing. Can't remember what she used on her background, but I didn't want to do that. I took some of the Oso Ombre paper and used the Frost White shimmer paint. So you pretend this is a block. You put a blob of Frost White shimmer paint on it, and then you take your aqua pen. Love these new aqua pens. Let me get a block. Okay, so you take a block, you put a blob of shimmer paint on it. So this is what I use, the Frost White shimmer paint. Shake it up, pour a dot on there, take your water painter and put some ink or some water in there to make it runnier, and mess it around like this. And then you take the edge of the block that you're using and just like this on your paper. And you get this amazing background. When you use these aqua pens, make sure you put the lids on carefully, because you can bend those bristles. These have got a lot more bristles in them than our old ones did, and they tend to not cooperate. So you have to corral them before you put them back in their lid. Okay, so that's how I made that background. That's splashy. And then I did a couple of splashes on here. Actually, I didn't want to, but when you're doing this, you kind of have to clear your space for about 3 feet all around you, because as you flick, it's flicking everywhere. And apparently I had this in range of the flick. So it's got a few dots on the back of it as well. But that I didn't mind that. And then, so this is the stamp set, Friendly Flamingo, and there's the dies. So this one I stamped and die cut the flamingo. This one I used the die cut flamingo. So it's got these 2 wing pieces here. So that's the top one. It's got embossing on it. And then this is the one I used for the white underneath. And that's all I did. And then popped it up on dimensionals on an oval. The happy birthday comes from the stamp set, and I used one of the ones from Many Messages. Look, this is from hippos. The hippo dies. So I used one of the ones from the Many Messages dies. And it was too long, so I just stamped it and cut it back. And then I took one of the heart embellishments and put it underneath the edge of that. Isn't that pretty? It's so easy to do and packs a punch. What did I do? Thanks. Yeah, this is a fun bundle to play with. I'm hoping to have more time now that I've got all my samples done for my catalog launch. I should have a little bit more time to play. So that's the Friendly Flamingo Bundle, page 43, 5125 for the stamps and the dies. Okay, now, next on my agenda, as we flip through right past the Sharky Frenzy, Sweet Strawberry. Yeah. Remember this. Remember Sweet Strawberry, because when I do Celebration, I'm going to refer back to this. Not here yet. Then there's the Oh Snap. That is fun. There's a frog. There's a frog in Oh Snap. Ice Cream Corner Sweet. This one, when I first looked at it, I thought, no, not exactly my favorite. I don't think I'm going to invest in that. Okay, since then, I've seen so many adorable cards. And the designer paper, which I don't have because, of course, it's not here yet. The designer paper has ice cream cones and popsicles and these soft serve ice cream cones, but it also has just color splotches, which people are stamping the top of the ice cream itself, or just die cutting the ice cream out of these splotches to make the different varied colored ice cream cones. Look at that. That's just all punched. And then it comes with sprinkles and dots. So they just added the sprinkles on the top. And then one of the sheets is the pattern for the sugar cone at the bottom. But look at this. If you turn this upside down and look at the ice cream cone punch, what does that remind you of? A bear with a party hat. Or Mickey Mouse. Or Minnie Mouse. So many things I've seen made with that punch already. So yeah, I'm getting a little bit converted, and I may end up with this sweet yet. But I do have a couple of the things. The paper was supposed to be here, but it's not here. But I do have the ribbon. Now this is Blackberry Bliss striped ribbon. And it's so pretty. Hey, Corolla. So there we go. There's the Blackberry Bliss striped ribbon. Isn't that pretty? Now I did use that. Oh, I think I put them away already. On one of the previous cards that I showed you, I made a bow out of it. It makes really pretty, pretty, pretty bows. Pretty bows. Yeah, so that's the Blackberry Bliss striped ribbon. Okay, we'll put Corolla's name on here. If you're watching, just make sure you comment so I know you're here and I can put you on the just for come and draw. Okay, I'm going to put my ribbon back. So do you guys keep these plastic things when you get your new rolls of ribbon? You should. They serve two purposes. Number one is they keep your ribbon clean. And number two, it keeps it corralled so that it doesn't unravel. So all I do is they're really hard to get off the first time. So I just take my pokey tool and slide it underneath the plastic like this. See, I've got it coming out both sides. And then just stretch it and pull it over and pull it off. This might not work because I've already done it. There we go. And pull it off like that. Then you can take it apart. And I put some double-sided adhesive on one end. So when I put it back over top of my ribbon and wrap the ribbon around, then it's got the double-sided adhesive to go back on itself and hold it in place. So clean ribbon and it doesn't go everywhere. So that was the Blackberry Bliss striped ribbon. Now they have these ice cream corner sprinkles. Yeah. Shaker cards, ladies. Shaker cards. Yeah, I tried rubber bands, but I couldn't get them off. Fat fingers. Oh, these things are going everywhere. So these, they're ice cream corner sprinkles, and they're perfect for using as embellishments on your cards. Just put a little dot of Tombow and then put one of these on top of it. Or a shaker card. Look at that. Shaker card. They look so much like candies. It's unbelievable. So cool. Yeah, I haven't used a lot of them yet. But I'm making a shaker card. That's my next project. I'm having a team mini retreat on the 28th of February. So anybody that belongs to my to my team can partake in the mini retreat. And one of the cards is going to be a shaker card and it's going to use this. So stay tuned for that if you're part of my team or you want to become part of my team. All you have to do is buy the Happy Shopper kit and you can be part of my team. Okay, so that's the ice cream corner suite. And now we're going to talk Hey Chick. Hey Chick. Oh, Carla, me too. Do I have you on my list? No, you've probably not been in all day. Okay, Carla's here. Let's get her on the just for showing up list. Oh, if you're like me, you're going to hoard your ribbon. I usually never sell my ribbon when I do my retired sales because I use it to wrap things. Because, you know, at Christmas time you need ribbon, and when I do my draw boards, I package them up all pretty, and yeah. Okay. Hey Chick and Hey Birthday Chick. So years ago, we had a stamp set called Hey Chick. You see it? That was it. Remember this long-haired dude? And we had so much fun coloring different colors on the feathers at the top. And then those chickens were in there as well. And then there was this cute little egg. Well, now they've come out with Hey Birthday Chick. Still uses the egg. It's a little bit more developed. That one only has eyeballs. This one is cracked its shell. And then the one with the fluffy hair, and these two chickens, and a balloon. And they're bringing back Hey Chick. They're bringing back that Hey Chick stamp set. And, wait for it, chick dies to go with it. And there's a little chicken coop in there. I should have printed this bigger than I did, but there's a little chicken coop. There's a sign. There's a stump. That's corn. There's a little fancy type thing and some more corn ears. And it coordinates with the Hey Birthday Chick, this stamp set. But they're bringing dies out for Birthday Chick. They're going to call them the Birthday Chick dies. So this one has got like a chain link fence. This one has a picket fence. And that says Happy Birthday. It matches the chickens. There's a little tiny, teeny tiny chick. And that looks like it's some hay. Maybe that's a bow. Oh, and then there's the ones for the chickens and the egg. Oh my God, it's going to be so much fun. So, these will be available starting the 2nd of February until the 30th of June. I was hoping to show them to you. So I'll have to do a Facebook Live when they come in so I can show you what they look like. I can't wait to get my hands on them. So look at this card. That's the box. That's that mini pizza box that is in the new drawboard thing. They've done a mini pizza box, wrapped it with some paper from Sand and Sea Sweet. And there's a picket fence, and there's corn ears, and there's that, oh, it is a bow tie. You can see a little tiny bow tie right there. Oh, ladies, this is going to be so much fun. A hen party! Oh, I got to write that down, Carol. That is so fun. Hen party. There we go. Anybody that orders those bundles from me, we'll get together. We'll have an online hen party. Won't that be fun? So keep that in mind for the 2nd of February. I'll get them Wednesday and then I'll be able to play with them for a bit. But I needed to share that with you because they're so fun. Okay, snail mail and Sand and Sea will be after dinner. But I want to go through the celebration catalog with you because I know, Valerie, right? Oh my God. So from now, well, it started the 5th of January till the 28th of February is our annual celebration. It's the biggest sale of the year. And this year they are cutting it into two-month segments. Usually, it used to, when I first started, it was only 2 months. Then they increased it to 3 months. Then they found that that was a little bit too long, so they started bringing extra stuff in, which just became confusing, and it was a mess. So now they're trying something new. They're going to do January, February, and then July and August. So celebration is going to be back again in the summer, and we're going to get more free stuff. But this is the one that is happening right now. So, Paper Blooms designer paper. So let me get myself organized here. Paper Blooms designer paper, 12 by 12 paper. That is bloomy on one side. And these cut out really nicely. If you like fussy cutting, they're perfect for fussy cutting. And then on the other side, if you don't want to use the flowery side, you get, well, these are flowery side, but you get other patterns as well. You get, the colors in this are, uh-oh, where'd I leave the package? So Stampin' Up! Did not print the colors for the designer papers in the catalogs and the brochure this year. So we've been telling them they need to do that. So this paper has Night of Navy, Old Olive, Petal Pink, Rococo Rose, Seaside Spray, Soft Sea Foam, and White. I'm hoping it's just because they didn't know what was happening with the Whisper White when they printed this. So I'm hoping that that's... So this you can get for free. You get 2 of each sheet. So 12 sheets of 12 by 12 paper. And if you participate in the paper shares, you're going to get a sampling of this. So that's Paper Balloons designer paper. Yep. So that's this one. Then we turn the corner and we see Darling Donkeys. So when we had our demonstrator virtual thing yesterday, Brian Pilling, which is a regional sales manager, dropped in for a few minutes and was talking to us. This is the #1 selling stamp set so far for Celebration, is the Darling Donkeys. So here we go. There's Darling Donkeys. The #1 selling item, 1, 2, and 3 selling overall item is designer paper, but the #1 selling stamp set is the Darling Donkeys. Now, are they not sweet? This guy looks so much like Eeyore just sitting there. So I've made a few cards. This one I demonstrated at the demonstrator meeting we had yesterday. It's a fun fold. It's called an inside shadow box card. So look. And when you close it, he moves. Now I believe that Carla did one of these for our team meeting at one point. Or maybe she's doing one tomorrow night. Anyways, so I used that. And this is the painted texture embossing folder I used on that. And then, that out of the way. This one, I used the Darling Donkey, and then I used a balloon from the Approaching Perfection stamp set, which I'll show you in a little bit, and the candles. And this is a Z fold card. But isn't he cute hanging from his tail? I saw that on the internet at some point. So that's another of my Darling Donkey cards. And then I did a slimline one. Yes, we have a little A to kick, you're right. Good idea, Janet. Good idea. So this is a slimline card. And if you notice, this card I colored him. This one has absolutely no coloring except for the flower. This one I used the crumb cake. I used crumb cake, and then I took the color lifter and went over top of it because I didn't want color. I just wanted shadows. This one is on a wobbler. Look at that. I dare anybody to get one of these cards and not play with it. And there's the inside. Isn't that fun? They just scream fun cards, not just the regular everyday card. Okay, so that's Darling Donkeys. Where am I putting this? Right there. Okay. So they also have some ideas, card ideas in here for you. And then we get Approaching Perfection, which is the one I just showed you on that donkey card. Bad news is I forgot your birthday. The good news is I forgot your age. If things really do get better with age, then you're approaching perfection. Oh, I should have used that one on Ted's birthday card a couple of days ago. We call him the old man. Newsflash, birthdays found to be good for health. Studies show that people who have more birthdays live longest. Ain't that the truth? Oh, a wobbler. Yep, a wobbler, Rosemary. So there's the balloon I used. There's the candles. And that's another $60 option. Wobblers. Yes, wobblers. I'll explain that. Corner bouquet. I didn't miss anything. Oh, I did. I missed the Oh So Ombre paper. Oh, how could I miss that? Okay, 6x6 paper. 48 sheets. 12 each of them. So here's the 4 sheets you get. So on half of them, they're just ombre, and on the other half, they're ombre with circles on it. They have one color on one side and another color on the other side. So it's Blackberry Bliss, Granny Apple Green, Rococo Rose. Blackberry Bliss, Granny Apple Green, Bermuda Bay, I'm missaying Bermuda Bay, and Rococo Rose. Those are the colors. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so that's free also with a $60 order. And then there's Corner Bouquet. I don't have this one yet. I really wish that order had arrived. So there's Corner Bouquet. And then there's Heal Your Heart. This one I have when I find it. And it is an awesome set for some really cool, nice sentiments. And the font is really nice. Look at that nice, flowy, scripty thank you. I wish I could heal your heart. I can't promise to always fix your problems, but I can promise you won't ever face them alone. I like this, and I probably will never get rid of that stamp set. So that's free with a $60 order. Turn the page. More paper. We have Flower and Field designer paper. So 12 by 12 again, 12 sheets. And this is all I have left of this one because I used so much of it. So there's patterns on one side and florals on the other. But the florals, most of the florals have black backgrounds. So I'm just going to show you the reverse side of this little strip that I have. So there you go. That has a black background. And so do all of these, except for this last one. It has, let's see, Basic Black, Bumblebee, Cherry Cobbler, Flirty Flamingo, Granny Apple Green, Just Jade, Misty Moonlight, Petal Pink, Pool Party, Poppy Parade, Pumpkin Pie, Shaded Spruce, and So Saffron. Isn't that pretty? So if you don't like the one side because it's too busy, then just choose the other side. Free with a $60 order. You get all that paper. Hey, move that out of the way. Carol, you're funny. Kick cancer. Oh, wouldn't that one be good? Okay. Turn the page. A touch of ink. A touch of ink. A stamp set at the $120 level because it's got 2 sheets in it instead of just one. And it's 2-step stamping, so you stamp the lined and then stamp the colored inside, but it's not, it's more like a watercolor. Yeah, I'll go back to the wobblers and explain them. And then, so there's the hummingbird and leaves and a flower and a butterfly and some dots and then all of these sentiments free at $120. So I made a couple of cards. Now this one I stole from Terry McCharles because I thought it was so pretty, and she showed us one of our stamping marathons. She made this card and I decided I really needed to make it. So there you go. Isn't it pretty? But you can see that it's more like a watercolor finish. The ink, the color parts don't match exactly with the line parts, but it's stunning. There's that word again. I haven't used it for 3 hours. It was coming back. Okay, so here's another one I did using the same thing. I did a butterfly one. I don't know what I did with it. Oh well. So this one I made it, it's a recessed panel card. So I cut this panel out using the hippo dies and then embossed this and stamped on that panel that I cut out and just put that flat on the card front and then popped this up on dimensionals. And there's that ribbon, that Blackberry Bliss striped ribbon. And some elegant... Oh, I'm going to have to move this out because I keep doing this and you guys are not seeing it. Okay, so, and then I added some elegant faceted gems on there. Now this one, this uses that Heal Your Heart stamp set. Uh-oh, no, don't close, no tabs on my computer, thank you. Heal Your Heart stamp set, and this is the garden, and there's that die cut again that I used on the vanilla one, and I just put one of the silver heart trinkets on there. Isn't that pretty? And then there's that designer paper that I used. I used it for thank you cards for my club orders and other orders, and I did a swap with it, and then I used the Rococo Rose ribbon on there. Now this stamp set is the... I'll tell you about it in a bit. Okay, make sure I haven't lost anything in my piles. Okay, so that's A Touch of Ink, and it's free at $120. And look at that. Look at the butterfly. Look at that butterfly. Is that not gorgeous? And I think they've just watercolored it because there's one of those water pens. Okay. Berry Blessings. Now remember when we were going through the mini catalog, we saw Sweet Strawberry, and I said, remember that because I'm going to talk about it in the celebration. Well, it coordinates, this stamp set and paper coordinate with the Sweet Strawberries from the mini catalog. So let me see if I can find that for you. Just quickly. I'll not be able to find it now because I want to find it quickly. Nope. Okay. Hang on. I'll get out my one with the Sweet Strawberry. It's on page 44. Okay. Go to page 44. There we go. So there's Sweet Strawberry. And here's Berry Blessings. So they all coordinate together. This paper and this stamp set is free at the $120 level. This has got blueberries and raspberries on it, and this has strawberries. But if you turn these upside down, they're pears. So strawberries and pears. And then there's the strawberry punch as well. So that's free at $120. Look, I even put in there page 44 so I'd remember. Look at those cards. Isn't that awesome? Okay, so that's the 120. Now the host. The host. Hang on. Okay. Punch party. Now if you have a party or have an order that hits the $375 mark during celebration, so only until February the 28th. At the $375 level, along with your 12% hostess rewards, you get the Punch Party stamp set for free. So that's this one. This is what I've used on here, and it coordinates with the oval punches that are in the mini catalog. and it coordinates with the rectangular postage stamp punch and the heart punches. This fits also in the rectangle postage stamp. So there's what I made using that stamp set. So that's at $3.75 level. So you can't buy that. You can only get it as a hostess reward. Okay, so there's the information on getting what Stampin' Up! Calls the starter kit, what I call the Happy Shopper Kit or the Happy Stamper Kit, where you can choose all of your free stuff and only pay $135, and there's all the papers. Remember I showed you those 5 packs of papers? 200 sheets of 6x6 paper. Free. Now if you've got this brochure and I didn't change that, there's a typo in here. It says an assortment of 6 papers. Pardon me, but it's not 6, it's only 5. So just scribble out that 6 and write 5 in there, because they're not giving you the new in colors because they don't want to reveal them. But these papers come out of the annual catalog that's coming in May. Okay. What time is it? 1:45. So at 4:45, which is like in 4 minutes, my video will queue up on this, making this card. A couple of tips on using your Stamparatus. So have you guys been enjoying today? Is this fun? Something that is worth me putting on? Because I'm having a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying all the comments and the interaction and getting people in draws, and look forward to my hen party. Okay, when was I going to do, oh, the class. Yes, the Sand and Sea class is coming. I will explain that. I will explain that. I'm trying to find the wobbler card. Hang on. There it is. Okay, wobblers. They stick up off of your card. Can you see it there? It's a little plastic thing. Now there's 2 sizes, and you want the minis. You don't want the full size ones. These are the full size ones, and they're too big, unless you've got a big something. But you can cut them down, but it's a waste. They come in mini too, so the minis are the ones you want to use. So you put one end. These are self-adhesive. You just pull off the liners and attach them to your cardstock, and then pull the liner off this side and put your die cut or fussy cut image on top of it like that. And it keeps it that far off of the card, and it's got a spring in it. So when you play with it, it springs all over the place. See? Look at this. Aw, thanks, guys. Oh. Oh, Janet, you're funny. Well, I'll tell you, when I first went through the catalog, my list was about 1.5 pages long. And then I went through the catalog again, and it kind of grew to 2 pages. And then I started seeing all of these samples, and yeah, I think I'm on my 4th order now already. And the catalog's only been live for like 5 days. So that's wobblers. You can get them on Amazon, like Terry said. Just go on Amazon and search for wobblers, and make sure you get the mini ones. You don't want the big ones because they're too big. We did that with the Froggy stamp set. You're right, we did. I've done it with a couple of them. Oh, good. I'm glad you joined us, Joan and Gloria. I know this is your first time, and Judy, it's her first time too. So I'm hoping that you're finding it not as hard as you thought it was going to be, because it's a lot of fun. And now that we're locked down for another month, we can only do this virtual stuff. So this is kind of what happens in my classes of my Mondays, Thursdays at 10 o'clock in the morning, and Friday at 8 o'clock at night. My late night stamping is more laid back, and I grab some stuff and we create a card. And the audience has input. So this is the one, I should have showed this too. This is the one we did on last Friday, using the flamingo and some of the Sand and Sea designer paper. So we create, Friday night we create together. I bring basic supplies and we just go from there. Mondays used to be mystery card Mondays, but they're not anymore. So I'm doing 2 cards with the Pampered Pets tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, and the recipe is either posted now or will post. And then on Thursday, I don't know, something else will come up, I'm sure. Frogs. Shannon, I can help you with the catalog. The second job, well, that's up to you. But you could always start selling and having classes like I'm doing. Costco-sized toilet roll. Well said, Janet. Well said. Okay, ladies, I'm going to leave you. My video, I'm assuming, is up. Let me just check on my other page. Learn how to make that card and have a break, have dinner. Yep, it's up. Okay, have a break, have dinner. Yes, virtual is good. Frogs don't make me happy. They make me laugh. They make me cringe. And as long as they're not near me, I'm happy. Look what I just found on the table. Ah, yes. Second job. Uh-huh. I hear ya. Okay. Thanks, ladies. And I'll be back at 7 o'clock. And we'll do, that's when we're going to do the make and take. So make sure you have your kits with you. And I'll talk about the snail and Sand and Sea and a bunch of other stuff. And we'll have fun at 7 o'clock. Now, if you've got any questions, message me or email me. If you want to make an appointment to come over and talk about the Happy Stamping Kit or the Happy Shopping Kit, make sure you do that. And I'll see you at 7 o'clock. Stamp and smiles. Bye for now.